History tells us who ruled the world, but it never tells us who decided what the world was allowed to remember. Behind locked doors, by candlelight, stood figures whose names were never recorded: librarians.
In the ancient world, knowledge was not freedom. It was danger. A scroll could challenge a god, expose a lie, topple a ruler. And so libraries were guarded like temples, and librarians like high priests. They chose which truths were copied, which ideas were hidden, and which were destroyed, silently. Power didn't always sit on the throne. Sometimes it sat in the archives. In the ancient world, knowledge was not freedom. It was danger. A scroll could challenge a god, expose a lie, topple a ruler. And so libraries were guarded like temples, and librarians like high priests. They chose which truths were copied, which ideas were hidden, and which were destroyed, silently. Power didn't always sit on the throne. Sometimes it sat in the archives.
The Great Library of Alexandria wasn't just a library. It was an obsession. Ships entering the city were searched. Their books were taken, copied, and labeled, "The originals never leave." The librarians cataloged the sky, mapped lands no army had conquered, recorded machines that powered themselves, and theories that sound modern even today. Some knowledge was considered too dangerous to spread. Some texts were sealed away. Some simply vanished. When the library burned, it wasn't just paper that turned to ash. It was forgotten futures.
Alexandria was not alone. In China, imperial librarians hid forbidden philosophies during book burnings, risking execution to save words. In India, scholar priests memorized entire libraries, guarding them inside the human mind. In Baghdad's House of Wisdom, librarians raced against destruction, translating ancient texts while war crept closer every day. They worked knowing that if they failed, humanity would forget itself. Civilizations fell, cities burned, but in the margins of history, these quiet guardians endured. We remember conquerors because they destroyed. We forget librarians because they preserved. Their reward was silence, their legacy, invisibility. Some scholars believe certain texts were never lost, only hidden, sealed, or suppressed, because not all knowledge is meant to be found. Every book that survived the ancient world did so because someone risked everything to protect it. A nameless guardian, a flickering candle, a quiet act of defiance against forgetting. The greatest secrets of history weren't guarded by armies. They were guarded by librarians. If you want more forgotten truths and hidden history, subscribe. Some knowledge sleeps, and some was never meant to wake.